Hi, I'm Esther Choy, and I am the President and Chief Story Facilitator at the Leadership Story Lab. And I'm also the author of the book, Let the Story Do the Work. Everybody knows that telling good story is good business, and it seems so easy. But when you sit down and try to write one yourself, there's nothing easy about it. And that's why I wrote this book, because whether you're leading a team, whether you are trying to persuade clients, or whether you're dealing with mountains of data and trying to distill it into something that is memorable and insightful and actionable, you can use stories as the basis for you to communicate and get your message across, so that not only would it be memorable, it would be actionable. And that's why I wrote the book, because I want everybody to have the solutions in their hand whenever they need it, no matter what the situations, what the challenges might be.
I had met Esther and decided that she had the right tools for me. So I worked with her in a series of coaching sessions one-on-one, and we tackled all the challenges that I had for my big event. One of the key components in the work that I did with her was making the complex clear, which is one of the chapters in her book. With this work, I was able to connect the different stories within my presentation and really build one big, strong message. It was really helpful, and it definitely, working with her and using the concepts in her book, helped me take my presentation from good to great. I know this from the feedback that I received from my coworkers and from the customers, and the value that they gained in attending and spending that time with us.
I'm Matt Phillips. I'm president of an innovation strategy firm called Phillips Company. So about a year ago, I had the pleasure of going through one of Esther's workshops at the Kellogg School of Management. I was there attending a reunion, and Esther hopped up on the stage and walked through some of the frameworks that they've developed that are now part of her book. And what's interesting is I think of myself as being a fairly good storyteller, but going through the workshop showed me that there's tools and frameworks that she's created that can make anything better. So I remember I was telling a story about my childhood. I told it the first time and I thought it was pretty good. And one of the things she talked about in the workshop was the importance of having a good hook. So something at the beginning of the story that grabs the reader's attention, or the listener's attention, I should say, and brings them into the story. And once I applied that, my story became much better. So I wholeheartedly endorse the book. There's fantastic secrets throughout, and it can only make anyone's story better.
I put everything I know in this book through my coaching, training, and consulting practice, so that no matter what challenges you'll face tomorrow, next year, the next decades, you will have the solution for storytelling in your hands.